Hello my dear students, I hope you all are well. Today's topic, structure of nephron. So before we proceed, you all should know what is a nephron. Nephron is actually a blood filtering unit of kidney. You know, inside the kidney there are so many microscopic functional units are present. Inside the kidney, all the filtration of the blood that is done with the help of these tiny microscopic structures called nephrons. So in today's class we are going to discuss about these nephrons, what is the structure of nephron and how these nephrons work. So you can see here the enlarged view of a single nephron. A single nephron has been enlarged in size so that it is very clear to you. So let's start its structure first. This nephron contains basically two parts. It divides into two parts. The first part here you can see a cup shaped structure. It is called Bowman's capsule. It is called Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule is surrounded by the network of blood vessels, right? Now from the bottom of Bowman's capsule you can see this long tube like structure. This is the tubule part of the nephron, and again this tube is divided into three different structure. Like first is, it starts from here till here. This is the proximal convoluted tubule or PCT, right? Proximal convoluted tubule arises from the bottom surface of the Bowman's capsule and till here, where it gets narrowed further. This part of this tubule is called proximal convoluted tubule, or in short we can say it PCT. From here it gets narrowed. As you can see, it is very clear in the diagram. This narrow part of this tubule is called loop of Henle. It is called loop of Henle. Again it become widens here, and from here till this part it is called distal convoluted tubule or DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Now further, this distal convoluted tubule is joined with this long wider lumened tube called collecting duct. This collecting duct again, it has been connected to many other nephrons, right? So I have made it in a very short view. As you can see, other nephrons open again into this small collecting tubule. So children, this was the structure of a nephron. So dear children, let's understand how this nephron works, the working of the nephron. Okay? So first we have to understand that what kind of blood is to be filtered from the kidney. It is deoxygenated or oxygenated. It is the oxygenated blood which we have to filter, which the kidney is to be filtered, right? So this oxygenated blood, it is poured into these structures, these nephrons, with the help of renal artery. Renal artery brings the oxygenated blood. It brings the oxygenated blood into the kidney, and from the renal artery, the small arteriole carries the oxygenated blood and brings it to this part. This part is the Bowman's capsule, and here you can see the network of capillaries. This network of capillaries is called glomerulus. What does it call? Glomerulus, right? From glomerulus, all the waste materials, the first ultrafiltration occurs. These two membranes are very thin. These are very thin. From these thin membranes of this arteriole, the large quantity of water, dissolved salts, urea, glucose and amino acids, these all the materials, they come downside into this Bowman's capsule. From this Bowman's capsule, they are taken into the proximal convoluted tube, the first part of this tubule, tube-like structure. This is proximal convoluted tubule, and from here it is coming downside, then it enters into the loop of Henle. Now inside the loop of Henle, the excess of water is reabsorbed. Reabsorbed means the water, because our body cannot afford the loss of water, so much water we can't afford the loss of water. So the maximum of water and the and the glucose which is required, those material which are required by the body like water and glucose etc., that is reabsorbed through this loop of Henle. This loop of Henle is again, it is surrounded by so many blood vessels. So with the help of osmosis, this material goes into the blood directly, right? From there, this material then, it is pushed into this part of the tubule called distal convoluted tubule or DCT. In the distal convoluted tubule, again the selective reabsorption occurs. Again the useful salts and the they are reabsorbed, and the final excretion done here. Final excretion, final waste material removal, that occurs into this part. All right. Now in the last step, what happens? From the DCT, distal convoluted tubule part of the nephron, the concentrated form of urea, which now we name as urine, it is taken into this collecting duct. Now here you may be surprised to know that a hormone ADH works here. ADH is the anti-diuretic hormone or vasopressin. Its other name is vasopressin. What is the function of this hormone? This hormone concentrates the urine and maintains the osmotic concentration of body fluids. Means how much water is to be retained in the body and how much water is to be poured into the collecting tube. That is all controlled with the with the working of this hormone, anti-diuretic hormone. So this concentrated urine that is collected into the collecting duct, this collecting duct further takes this urine into the ureters, then the ureters bring it to the urinary bladder, and at last urinary bladder's opening opens and all the urine is excreted out of the body. This is how this nephron works. So that is all about today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.